Alright lads, it's iDizzy HD here from On The Ball Gaming, and I'm back with a bit of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay. I actually do pretty well here, and considering I don't reverse boost, which I talked about in my last Call of Duty video, I think this gameplay is very good and I'm very proud of it. But today I actually want to talk about three main kind of topics, and one is the Call of Duty Championships that were played a few days ago. Some of you might have heard about it. The second thing is about me and YouTube and Call of Duty, and the third thing is kind of about the channel itself. So starting off with the Call of Duty Championships, now that was played a few days ago. Um, I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but if you didn't, you really missed out. It was a lot of fun to watch. I think the final day, which had the last three teams left in it, was about like a 6 hour stream throughout the whole day and night. Well, it was started off in the day and went into the night. And then I actually watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was very fun to watch, and the team called Team Denial, I think it was, won it. I think that's what their name is anyway. And then they played against a team called Team Revenge in the final, and there was a bit of a fairy tale story of one of the Denial players, Clayster, his name is. He's actually a big enough YouTuber. He he was dropped by Optic Gaming, and Denial ended up knocking Optic out of the actual championship, and they actually won it in the end. And yeah, he got the MVP, which was the what was it, the best player in the tournament. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, guys, go over to MLG COD. It's the same way you spell it, MLG and then COD in the same word, and it's just basically a YouTube channel which just basically show competitive COD. They have their own app which they actually stream all them kind of games. So go over and check it out. They actually have the full 6 hour stream of the last day on their YouTube, and yeah, definitely go over and watch it. I know it's 6 hours long, but definitely go over and look at it. It's really good to watch. Um, but yeah, so moving on to kind of like that kind of takes me on to the second thing I want to talk about, which is myself and the way like the kind of stuff I upload to YouTube and stuff like that. Like that's kind of inspired me. I know it sounds pretty stupid, but that's kind of like that Call of Duty Championships. That's kind of inspired me to kind of change the way I look at Call of Duty. Like I used to be one of them guys who just cared about their KD and like sniping. So I wanted to go into games, and if I had a sniper, I wanted to get a few nice quick scopes. But at the end of the day, I always wanted to finish with a positive KD, and I just play games of domination by myself and like just go for score streaks and stuff like that. Which actually reminds me, like my score streaks in this game are absolutely fucked up. You know my regular battle class. I've done a video on that already. And for some fucking reason, like I had a recon. What's that thing called? An assault drone, whatever it is. Normally I have that. I customize it so that I have rockets and stuff on it, so I can get more kills. But for some reason, I just didn't have it on, so I just had a normal assault drone, which was pretty fucked up. Um, and then obviously I had a war with missile strike and a bombing run, I think it was. Like normally I'd have a paladin on, but for some fucking reason I probably would have done better as well if I didn't have that assault drone, which is really annoying. But nevertheless, still a good bit of gameplay. Which and obviously like my KD now is sitting at like 1.4. At the time of this video, I think it was about a 1.3. So I'm actually playing against people who on average get, more kills than deaths. So to finish as well as I do, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but to finish as well as I do, I was pretty happy with that. Um, but yeah, so as I was saying, with myself and uploading Call of Duty content, um, it's kind of changed the way I look at Call of Duty, like that COD Championship has. Like to be honest, like if you look at the people who upload Call of Duty videos, like the big YouTubers like Green Goblin and Big Fultz and trying to think of a few. Like there's loads, and like they upload like videos of them getting DNA bombs and all this mad stuff, like three DNA bombs in one match and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's easy to do, but obviously they have reverse boosted, and but obviously they're not trying to really, well, they're kind of trying to show off their skill level, but at the same time they're mostly doing it for entertainment. So obviously it is very entertaining to watch someone get three DNA bombs in one game. Like obviously that's going to be entertaining. But there's just so many people out there, and it's hard for a small YouTuber like myself and a Rock Chocolate Gunner to compete with people like that. But we're not really in it to compete, to be honest. We're just really doing this for fun. Um, like at the moment anyway. But you know, it's kind of changed my idea of what I want to do in video games and Call of Duty and YouTube and like not really FIFA. Like I'm kind of still the same with FIFA, but you know, it's just I don't think there's any point for me to go down that route of reverse boosting and stuff like that. Because to be honest, I don't. It doesn't really tickle my fancy, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy doing something like that. But the competitive side to it, and actually going into games and playing the objective and stuff like that. I know it might sound boring to some people, but I don't know. That just kind of sounds entertaining to me. Well, it's not entertaining. It kind of appeals to me, and you know, it just seems good, and I think that's kind of the road I want to go down. We actually, I've kind of got the lads into it a bit as well. We've started playing rank play like 4v4, and I don't know if any of you were in the stream last night, but we actually went on a 16 win streak in rank play, which is pretty impressive considering we had two lads, one of the lads Gary and obviously Rock Chapel Gunner, who only bought the game recently, and this is their first ever Call of Duty, and you know, two boys, Dan and Dylan, who are fairly good as well. But they were fairly good, and they definitely helped us in that 16 win streak. So you know, that kind of brings me on to you know what well, kind of brings me back to myself in Call of Duty. So I like if you guys like this kind of gameplay where I play against people of my level and kind of you know obviously do really well and stuff like that, like you should see what I finished in this game. It's actually really good. For me it is anyway, especially playing against people who on average get you know more kills than deaths. I know I've said that already. Um, but you know like well, I guess there's nothing more to say there really. You know, well, let me know. What I'll probably do is I'll probably still upload stuff like this, of me getting good KD, and stuff like that. Um, but it's kind of hard to get good content because this probably isn't really that entertaining to watch. Like I'm kind of just camping in this space and kind of relying on my score streaks to get me kills and stuff like that. Like I don't really see that as being entertaining to watch. And like you know, if I don't really like it, you know, people would say, you know, if you don't like it, then don't put it up because you know, if you don't like it, then who else is gonna like it? Um, but yeah, you know, I probably will go down the road of playing competitively, and you know, I'm actually all right at it. Um, and yeah, like I might start like going on doing game battles maybe online with a few of the lads. I actually am in a clan at the moment, and we're actually fairly good. It's the GSE clan. That's what we call ourselves anyway. And you've probably seen that in my clan tag, if you were in the stream. But yeah, so that brings me on to the next point where I'm going to talk about this kind of YouTube channel and what I kind of have in my head at the moment. Now I'm going to try and wrap this up really quickly because we're coming up to the end of the video. But basically what I was thinking of, well, I kind of suggested it to Rock Chapel Gunner and I kind of said it to him just to see what he would think about it. And basically, you know, like I think I should, or one of us should maybe, well, like we don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I was thinking that maybe we'd go our separate ways in terms of on the ball gaming, and I would make my own channel, and he would stick with on the ball gaming, or you know, he would make a new channel, and um, and I would stick with on the ball gaming, or you know, maybe we'd both make new channels and we'd just both have on the ball gaming for like you know, dual comms or whatever and stuff together. I don't know. It's all up in the air, in terms of that shit. But like what Rock Chapel Gunner actually suggested was possibly you know we'd both like he would have on the ball gaming and he would upload regular FIFA content and I would upload my FIFA content onto on the ball gaming, and then I would have my own COD channel where I would upload Call of Duty. So that was a good idea, but as I said, it's all up in the air, and whatever we do end up doing, like you know, to be honest, we could even like stick with just the way we are. We might stick with just on the ball gaming and upload FIFA and Call of Duty content, but we don't know yet, obviously. But I guarantee that it'll just be staying the same until the summer anyway. I get my summer holidays on the 18th of May, and Rock Chapel Gunner gets his like 3 weeks after mine, I think it is. So you know, it's until then, it's everything's going to be the same, and I'm sure there's a strong possibility that even after that, things will be the same as well. But obviously, a bit of input from you guys definitely help us out in that situation. Obviously, let us know what you think the best thing would be. Would it be better for me just to have a COD channel and just keep on the ball gaming? Would it be better to have you know 3 channels? You know, 3 channels is a bit much to be honest. I think anyway. And sure, even if me and Rockchop are going to go our separate ways, we still have On the Ball, which is our match review channel and our, our kind of real life football talk channel. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description to that. That channel's doing very well at the moment, actually. Um, but yeah, that's kind of it. All I want to talk about today. So let me know if you guys seen the COD Championships. Let me know about what you want me to upload in terms of Call of Duty and stuff like that. And would just like to see more of a competitive side to me and more competitive videos and actually playing the objective and stuff like that. Or do you like this kind of content where I do well against people of the same skill level as me? Or I'll probably just stick with the two. I'll probably just upload both kind of videos and just like, get the best of both worlds. And then obviously let us know about the YouTube channel and, what you think we should do or if you think we should even do anything, if you just keep the same. So yeah, we're coming up to the end of the video, guys. I think I do finish 41 and 3, I think it is. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter. Check out our other channel, and yeah, let me know about all the things that I talked about in this video. So thank you all for watching, guys, and goodbye.